influenced you to become an engineer?
Well, when I started out part-time in school and working, I was in business administration at first. But as I looked around the workplace and realized that engineers were paid much higher than a person with a business degree, if you have a business degree, you needed to get a PhD to really get the income that an engineer could get with just a bachelor's degree. And so 2 years into the program, I switched from business administration to information systems management, with management being my minor.
Okay. Well, great. Okay. And how did you experience any setbacks in your career because you're a woman?
Yes, I've had 2 cases where I had a setback. In the one case, when I reported to the male boss that I was unable to get recognition and promotion or an increase in raise, I actually took a lower level job. I took a demotion to get out of that particular department and stay within the same company. And so it took a couple years to get back to where I was before I take that position, but it was the right move. The skills that I learned in a different department helped me to really move up in the corporation. The second time I had an issue was when I took maternity leave with my second child. I asked for the leave of absence, and I had a female boss, and she said, fine, 6 months. I trained the person to cover my work for me the 6 months, but in the course of that time, she left her position. And she called me, and she said she was recommending me for her job. And the day before I returned to work, they gave it to a coworker who had 6 months experience, a male, to my 15 years experience in the same field.
That's tough.
So it was obviously, you know, if you take off, sometimes you have to trade family for promotions.
Right. And did you have any recourse? Was there anything you could say?
Because I was technically off the books, then no.
Right.
I could have pushed it, and what I did instead was I started looking for the position that I received at Corvus Corporation, which was a big promotion for me, more personnel under me, and more recognition within the company.
So complaining wouldn't have helped?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk a little bit about your company, SanSeek.
Okay, SanSeek is the name of the company, and I have a little brochure here. The first 3 letters is a play off my name, Sandra, and Seek is for seeking information. And SanSeek has 3 different services that I offer, and I offer information research, and that's to the general public and business to business. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of research companies out there that provide information to businesses. But what they don't provide all the time is quality of life information. So if you have an employee that's relocating and they need additional information about the area that they're relocating to, then my company can do that research for businesses.
Okay.
Also, for the consumer, we cater to all quality of life issues. Retirement, first child, children going to college, any type of information that you might have information you may need as a parent or as a professional or soon to be retiree, my company can offer those services and find that information for you.
How did you think of coming up with this concept for a business?
I knew that I worked for Honeywell as a program manager on a NASA contract, Mission Assurance Services contract, and it required a lot of time and energy. And I think last year I had worked very diligently at the job. We'd won our second 5-year contract, gone through a procurement, and I really wanted a job that I could run out of my home and have more flexibility in my schedule to do some volunteer work. So being an information professional seemed to be something that mapped to what I do already as a quality professional. So I offered information research as well as quality engineering and technical training, which ties into my past 25 years of experience.
Great. Okay. So what else can you tell me about the experiences that you've had with running your own company?
Well, first, just making the decision to start your own company. I mean, I left a very comfortable financially rewarding position that had a lot of authority and experience with it, to start my own company where you no longer have direct deposit. now you have to go out and make the bread. It's not going to be in the bank in 2 weeks. So that was one of the initial challenges, putting a business plan together, communicating what my company is, because I have 3 services. People can find that confusing. So my goal is to grow it so that the information portion is the majority of the business, and the quality and the training would be the other third.
Do you have any type of training that you go through for starting your own business?
Yes, I work very closely with the Small Business Administration. There's a lot of services with SCORE counselors, which are retired or other business owners that help other small businesses get started. I did research. I did take college classes in entrepreneur and taxes, and just how to market your business in general. And then the other challenges is always money. I mean, I was fortunate that we have enough put away that I could invest that into a business. And so far, the business is paying for itself. And I just started this year in August, so I haven't paid myself yet. But I hear from others new business owners that if I'm out of the red, that's a good thing. so I'm very excited about being out of the red, and I think starting early next year, I'll be able to actually draw a salary from this business and then start to be able to grow it from that point.
So some of the power that you have based on your experience in engineering or having been an engineer, you learned how to learn, first of all.
Correct.
Because you're continually taking new classes and trying new things. And you also have the security, the financial security, to try something a little more risky.
Right, and that's because my husband and I plan very well. I mean, we try to follow all the books that tell you, only spend so much of what you earn, put so much away, and we really tried to do that, and that afforded me this opportunity. I have a daughter, Christina, that's 16. She's going to college in 2 years, so my goal is to have my business successful enough that I'm comfortable with the college tuition.